My name's Chloe Murphy. I'm going to be giving my persuasive speech today. The audience that I have with me is going to be my sister Bridget and her friend Maddie. And the topic that I have chosen to speak about is going to be the negative side effects and dangers associated with sunless tanning. A lot of the young adults in today's society do this very often, and they feel that they are invincible or immune to any of the consequences that could be associated with it. They also feel like they should do whatever it takes to conform to society and be viewed as someone that fits in and is beautiful in that sense. But regardless of the desired look that it may produce, sunless tanning can cause serious health problems later in life and should be avoided entirely. You know, the current media, celebrities, advertisements, all of those things will promote the sunless tanning industry. But it's funny because in history, pale skin was the desired skin tone. And people that worked in lower socioeconomic classes, that worked outside on the farms, whatever, anything outside, they were the people that had the brown skin. And that was viewed as a negative thing, a lower economic class thing. But now the tables have turned, and people that make the most money are the people that pay for the tanning memberships to have a golden brown tan year round. Fundamentally, if you are getting a tan, some part of your body is getting exposed to the cancer cells, and those cancer cells can either choose to grow or to remain benign. But either way, the cancer cells are there, and you're being exposed to them. According to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the sunless tanning can also cause a lot of eye problems, perhaps even ocular cancer due to the ultraviolet radiate exposure. And also, if a person is taking medication, it can oftentimes react with that medication without you even knowing it, and then you get other side effects associated with that. Some of these serious health problems may also not be discovered until a lot later in life. It's not like you go tanning one time, you have a cancer cell, you notice it, and you go have it removed. You know, that stuff can go unnoticed, or if it is noticed, it can't develop the cancerous properties until a lot later in your life. And it's said that 15% of people that go tanning don't even know any of these consequences. And every 4 visits that you have to the tanning bed, that is when your risk of getting basal cells really skyrockets. And most people go a lot more than 4 times. If you go tanning, that's something that you do on a regular basis to upkeep it. You know, it's not like, oh, I go tanning, so I'm going to go 1 time. You go tanning a lot of times to maintain that tan. There is evidence that the younger the person is when they start tanning, that their risk of developing cancer also does increase. So that's why it's important to educate young adults who have been given false or misleading information about the industry before it is too late. According to Russell Cohen from the Tribune Business News, 38 million people visit the tanning salon every year. That's a lot of people, and about 10% of those are actually going to be teenagers who probably don't know what they're doing to their bodies, or their parents haven't informed them, or they just are following along with what their friends are doing. It's unfair to hide these risks from the general public, and people that are campaigning for the tanning industry tend to do it very aggressively. They do target young girls who are trying to fit in with the society, and they do that for a reason, because girls are insecure about themselves, and they don't take the time to worry about what they're going to look like when they're 50. They want to be accepted right now. The tanning industry realizes that they have to convey this message of safety, but really they are not regulated at all. You know, the tanning bulb, the beds in the tanning bulbs in the beds are oftentimes not upkeep like we think they are, and you know, there could be bulbs in there that some are working great, others just got replaced, so they're brighter than the others, and it's just really a horribly regulated industry. Each bulb could be releasing different rays. The tanning industry is holding on to the few selling points that they have, but the reality of it is that their campaigning is gonna run out. People are gonna start to see the cancer, the ocular cancer, everything else like that. It's going to catch up with people. I can relate to these conflicting messages about, you know, wanting to tan and fit in with your friends and look nice, but also the negative side effects that can arise later in life. My dad grew up on the coast of New Jersey, and he had 3 brothers that grew up with him as well, and they spent days, every day out on the beach. And did they wear any sunblock? No. But all 4 of them have had some type of cancer, skin cancer, due to exposure to the sun. And although this is not sunless tanning, it's still the same thing. People need to realize that sunblock is very important, and exposing yourself to the sun any more than you have to is really not a good thing. My dad had a level 3 melanoma removed from the center of his back, and because of that, my parents are both very strict on tanning, and they never let me do it, even if it was for going to prom or, anything like that. But young adults need to overcome the pressure that they feel to look like everyone else. It doesn't matter how many people are visiting the tanning booths and are walking around with this unnaturally dark skin, but it has negative consequences, and it's going to catch up with you, and people need to realize that these risks are going to be there forever. Thank you so much.